Howdy folks, and welcome to Tobermory campsite. We have an action-packed day ahead of us today. We're off to Tobermory Distillery to learn all about their whiskey making and a little bit of tasting as well, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then this afternoon we've got a boat tour. I'm not quite sure exactly where it goes, but we know it goes around sort of Tobermory Harbour and a little bit further afield to look at wildlife and that sort of thing. Yeah. Some of the more local features on the coastline. And then in the afternoon we're just going to have a little wander around town, check out the gift shops. There's also a little Mull museum, like a very, very tiny local history museum, which looks quite interesting. So without any further ado, let's get in the car and let's get to Tobermory. Just as we're stood here waiting for the tour to open, because the distillery doesn't open until 10 and our tour is at 10, the average age of the clientele is, should we be polite, 55, 60?
Yeah, I was going to say 60.
Yeah, I don't think we're the target audience.
We're not.
For this tour somehow. Still, let's hope it's interesting. And anyway, this morning we have an absolutely gorgeous view. Look at that. Stunning. That is one of the tour boats going out. It may be the one we're going on later, not too sure, but still. It's a gorgeous morning here in Tobermory.
Come on, come on. When we've had a good look, maybe have a look at the oil, spin it round if you like. Get it up the side of the glass and then hold it still. And you'll be able to see the streaks, the legs.
Alright, whiskey distillery tour done. Fascinating that. The guy taking us around, his name was Lynn. He was absolutely brilliant.
So much energy, so much passion.
He did have so much energy. I've got myself a little drink driver's kit because I'm driving around today, so I couldn't taste any. Someone did taste some, and are you a little bit wobbly, my love?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit wobbly.
There's only two small little sips and I'm done.
Oh wow.
I'm such a lightweight.
However, I smelt it. It did smell very good, so I hope it tasted as good as it smelled.
Yeah, I definitely preferred the first one, which wasn't smoked.
The unsmoked whiskey.
Yeah, I found it much easier to drink. The other one, it just it made my eyes water when I drank out the glass because of the smoke. But they were both very tasty. Both did the job, I'll say.
Both did the job. Blimey. Right, that is that part of our day done. We have a little wait and then we are going just over here to catch a boat. Now, top tip, as we've just discovered, if like me you're drink driving, or not drink driving I should say, avoiding it, you actually get slightly bigger tasters in a very cute little box. So if you want more, say you're driving.
Even if you're not.
Even if you're not. Bit of bad news came in as we were having our little snacks because somebody was still a bit wobbly. Boat tour's cancelled. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they've got engine problems, so it's not because of the weather, obviously, no, because the weather's nice.
So the weather's gorgeous, so weirdly enough, we've come to Scotland, it's not the weather that's causing issues.
Yep. Man's
got boat trouble. Can't be helped. So what we're going to do instead is sort of bump everything up. So what we're going to do this afternoon was a little bit of just gift shopping. We're going to do that now because at 2 o'clock what we've done instead, in about 2.5 hours time, is book ourselves onto a cheese tour.
Yes.
Which Elijah's very excited about.
Absolutely.
Bit of a cheese fiend, it has to be said. Yeah, so We're going to go and do that instead. Okay, nothing seems to go right, does it, for us? No. We have to improvise so much on these trips.
That's fine.
But that's okay. It should be quite interesting anyway, I think, seeing how the cheese is made.
Interesting for me. Stu's will stuff all through it, but that's okay.
I'm just thinking.
I'm quite happy.
I'm thinking of the free tasters you're going to get.
Hopefully lots.
You're going to be in heaven.
Yes.
Oh my word. So yeah, that's the plan. Chocolate shop. There's a gift shop. There's a little museum, and then cheese.
Absolutely. Sounds like a banging plan to me.
Sounds like a plan. Off we go. Oh dang, how good do these look? Oh yeah, Freddy the Frog. Or Nick of the Crab. Oh, that's so cool. Sheep. Fluff the sheep. Oh yeah, look at the Lego blocks. Sardines. Got some shells and things there. Little fudge mice. Oh, this is awesome. Chocolate lobster. Just spotted these in the pottery shop. They paint a little stone in the shape of a house. Never seen that before, it's really cool. Got some lovely coasters and mugs here as well. And this side they've got some great little puffins and things. Just grabbing a quick bite of lunch. We've just popped into the Tobermory bakery and tea room, and wow, they got some good stuff in there. I didn't record it inside because it was very, very busy. I've gone for a chicken and a ham slice, which looks amazing. And Elijah, what have you gone for?
Meatball marinara slice.
Meatball marinara slice. And did you get a little pastry on the side as well?
An apple slice as well.
An apple slice.
Which is a pastry.
Oh, look at that. That is the business. We'd recommend that, and that's before we've even started eating it. It is a slight shame that we couldn't go out on the boat because the city is like glass. It's so smooth. It's unbelievable. It would have been stunning out there. But we're admiring it from the beach, and we're now full of pasties and pastries, and it's excellent. So our next point of call is going to be just over there, the Mull Museum.
It's just something that I remember only because I saw it.
Good little museum, that one. Absolutely full of stuff.
Kim and Kath, Kath and Kim. Hi, I've got nothing for you now. No, I've got nothing for you now. Yeah. Always worth going around the side, because if you put your arm up to their head, they just put their nose up and you get very lucky.
Hello.
So I'll be over later actually.
Oh, yeah.
Your hand, follow them. And even at the bottom as well. They're nice and cool down here. So yeah, just be careful of that handrail at that particular bit.
Cheese.
Gosh, you smell the cheese?
Cheese.
Down here, so they'll be taking these off the shelf. Well, yeah, it's difficult. Oh, somebody's turned the lights on. You can't just turn the lights on.
There's so much cheese.
It's fantastic.
Just goes on.
Yes, I wasn't sure how they were doing it to start with, because when I first came here, they were yeah, so this is the second and newest lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much.
So when I was first here, they started filling the shelves at that end, at the far end. So slowly they're working over their way over.
You've been round there. All the biscuits from across the road that they get fed. Hi. What are you doing? Are you very pregnant? Enjoy some scratches. This is not food for you. I don't have any food for you. I'm sorry. You enjoyed the cheese? It's all on your face, look. Yes. All on your face, look. Do you want a belly scratch? Do you want a belly scratch? Oh, yes. Oh, is that good? And then your friend's eating cheese back there. Bye-bye. not going to let you lick my hands, Mel, because it's bad. It's not hygienic. It's not hygienic.
But yeah, don't put your arm there. Just lift it all up.
You're back again. How are you, Lee?
I'm going to.
Yeah, is this just been off telly sometime?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing how people start these things and they take off.
I see.
And then
They were like, oh, put that ring up there and put it like that. Make the curtains out the sack there. It's been on telly.
yeah.
Cowbell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cowbell.
nice.
Ladies and gents, there we go. That is us back at our little campsite, having spent the day in Tobermory, not going sailing,
No.
and then doing lots of eating of cheese and lots of spirit tasting as well. That was a good afternoon. It wasn't
was.
the afternoon that we planned, but it was a good afternoon. So we'll do a little summary of the day. Distillery tour this morning, very, very interesting. Lynn was the name of the guy that took us round, full of knowledge.
Yes.
Good
full of
personality.
knowledge.
It's quite funny as well. So that was a really good start to the day. Obviously, then when you had the little bit of a blip where the boat tour got cancelled, they're having some sort of engine issue type thing. So that was a shame because the sea was like glass today. It would have been lovely to go out, but alas, these things happen. So yeah, booking ourselves in to the cheese tour was inspired on your
Yes.
part. I thought it was
Pass
your
on my
idea.
back.
Absolutely, it was. We never got the lady's name who took us round, but again, she was absolutely fantastic. Really, really informative. She had a good sort of relaxed sort of personality. The walk of the farm itself was fascinating. Seeing the process of how they make the cheese, how they make all of the waste products into other things. So they've now got their spirits and things, which were excellent.
Yes, they
by
were
the
very,
way,
very good.
some of them may have fallen from the shop into the car and come home with us, but. Let's not get bogged down with that. Yeah, it was just a really interesting tour. Genuinely,
It really was.
It was really, really
good.
enjoyable. So yeah, that gets an 11 out of 10 from me. That
Yeah,
one,
absolutely top marks.
top marks. Absolutely brilliant. So what we're going to do tonight, because this is our last final day on Mull, what we're going to do is we're going to walk into Tobermory rather than drive, and we're going to hopefully, on my part, get haggis and chips, not haddock and chips, and you're going to get some haddock and chips again.
I'm going to get haddock and chips this
haddock
time.
and chips. Oh, they were so good. You're in for a treat.
Looking forward to it.
So we'll take the camera with us. I think we'll walk into town, show you the route in, down the hill into Tobermory, fill up on chips, maybe get some pudding. Who knows?
Yeah.
Possibly. We're a sucker for a pudding, so probably. And then yeah, wrap things up in Tobermory and the island of Mull in general. It's been very pleasant, I would
It
say.
has so far.
As
It's been really
much
good.
as our walk yesterday wasn't fantastic in terms of enjoyment, it was still a good activity.
Yeah.
The views were incredible. We've been very lucky. We've had some gorgeous sun and weather.
We
It's
have
been
these last couple of
lovely and
days.
dry. So yeah, Mull, it's all right.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's all right. It is all right, Mull. Yeah, if you want to come visit, yeah, I can't see a reason why I wouldn't recommend coming here. Actually,
No,
it is pleasant. It's just a pleasant, quiet place to be.
it is. I mean, you're going to need to be able to drive because
Yes.
there is not that much public transport.
No.
So that is the only thing. If you can't drive, then learn to drive so you can come here.
Yeah. Also, when you are driving here, it's all single. Basically, it's all single tracks with passing places, and it's a bit stressful and it's not particularly fun. So yeah, just want to note. Otherwise, plenty to do.
Yeah, there's still so much more for us to do. That we
There
haven't
is.
got
We've
around to.
barely covered this island. It has to be said. We've
Yeah.
covered essentially
We've done Tobermory.
Tobermory and Benmore, which is in the centre. That is it. We haven't really touched anything down south. We haven't gone to Iona, which is the other big activity you can do. We've not really covered all of Mull, and we've had a good time, and we'd recommend it. So that says a lot. So without any further ado, we're gonna get ourselves unpacked from our little trip, get the cheese in the fridge, because that may also have fallen from the shop into the car, but don't get bogged down with that. And then a little bit later on, we'll pick up the action as we're heading into town. So we'll see you very, very shortly. Just as we've got back into Tobermory, that boat pulling out there was the one we were supposed to be on. So thankfully it looks like they've got their engine fixed. So anyone here who's here tomorrow, enjoy your boat tour. For the meantime, we are going to go just over there and get some chippies. Just as we're sat here having a zesty drink to fortify us before we head up the hill, just in there is the copper distilling pots from in the distillery. We couldn't actually film anything in there. They say no photography because it's all alcohol fumes in there. They don't want anything exploding, which is entirely fair enough. But it's just quite cool that we can sit here next to their source of water, it has to be said. That is where they get their water from, just the stream there. And they all go in those pots and lovely whiskies come out. We haven't gone for whiskey. I've gone for a Buckfast and lemonade, which I have to say is actually quite gross. And Elijah's gone for a Coke and rum. A rum and Coke. Much better choice. Suitably fortified. Up the hill we go. Oh, that hill was quite something. Thankfully, we are now at the top. Still have fortification. Oh, we're hoping to go into the biscuit hut on the way back, which is quite an exciting little find, and we'll share more when we get there. There it is, the biscuit shop. The place of magical things. Let's go check it out. It's still open, what a result. Alright, here we go. All sorts of biscuits in here. But what we're interested in are these little bakery boo-boos, which are slightly cheaper, but hopefully just as good. Alright, we've locked in chocolate gingers and lemon melts, which sound quite interesting. But they've got some very cool flavours in here, has to be said. It's got plain shortbreads, but then they've also got the lemon melts that we've gone for. They've also got lime melts, which seem quite interesting. And if I remember correctly, this place was like the son or the family of the farm that we were at today, which when we get a bit further down the hill you can actually see it's behind this sort of tree. So that's kind of cool. They own the farm and the distillery and the cheese shops, and they also own the biscuit factory. Alright, biscuits locked in. Let's go.
Biscuits.
Oh gang, I so hope this shows up. But through that door is just stacks and stacks and stacks of biscuits. Oh, that is the place to be. I don't really want to go any closer because obviously this is a business and private, but that is where it's occurring tonight on this Friday evening in Tobermory. Unfortunately, we do have to leave it behind because we need to go to the campsite. But as we come down the hill, I should be able to point out the actual farm where all the cheese and the gins and the whey spirit. It's not a whiskey, it's a whey ski. But they're all very tasty and quite effective as well, it has to be said. There we go, that is the farm just over there. So it really is family sort of area. Farm, biscuits. Cool.